Hang on guys, just trying to get my volume to work. For some reason my phone has not wanted to do the volume. There we go. I suppose that's okay. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Easter too. Happy Easter everybody. I'm just going to get you up on the TV now. Just let me get you up on the TV screen here. Okay. Let's do first. Hi Bill. Hi Peter. How are you going? I'm good. How are you, my friend? And happy Easter to everybody that's joining the live. I'm just having trouble with my TV here. I'm trying to set it up so I can read the comments on the TV. Happy Easter. How is everybody today? I didn't get any Easter presents yet, not because I haven't got any, just because I haven't had them yet, but I will be getting them soon. I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to load this TV up. For some reason my TV is taking a long time. For some reason it seems to be glitching. Happy Easter. Thank you, Bill, and happy Easter to everybody that's on here. The dog is alright. The dog is here, sitting down beside me. I just have to go back. Dream Team Adventures. This TV of mine, it wants to, it freezes, then it goes. So just bear with me, guys, while I just try and fix the TV up. For some reason, it wants to. Dream Team Adventures, please. I had it going before, but it seems to have cracked out. As TVs do, for some reason. Hang on, it probably wants me to load something. Anyway, how are we all doing today? I hope everyone is fine and dandy. Hang on, guys. Oh, hang on. Here we go. There we go. Gotcha. Right. Everything is good in the hood. Let's put the camera. Can everyone hear me? How is the volume? You can people let me know if the volume is okay. Because my phone too, to put the sound up and to put it down, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. But if everyone can hear me, just say, oh yes, it's okay. Just to let me know, you know, while we're on the live, is everyone, if everyone can hear me, just say yes, Pete, and I know that we're good to go. Anyway, I'd like to just yes, hi Pete, hello everybody, happy Easter. Yes, I am doing a solo today on my own. It is just me on my own. Welcome to all the new subscribers on the YouTube live. I hope everyone is fine and doing okay, and I hope you all had a good yes, Pete. Okay, thank you, do appreciate it. Sounds great. Let's go. As you know, there's a new girl starting next week. Her name is Vil. She's an Indian girl. She will be working with me Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll see how she fits in the team. We were meant to have a girl named Kate, but unfortunately she's decided on a better job offer. So, you know, we're all going to find out who the new girl is. And yes, next week I am going to get the shockies put on the van and hopefully get a battery replacement on it, because the battery's not 100% on it. So we'll see if we can get that done as well. So there's exciting things that are still happening on the van. Little bits and pieces to button up, which you people know, have been on my channel for a while and know what I'm been up to and what I've been doing and stuff like that. I do apologise on the videos not coming out. I'm just going through the list of the videos what I've got to post on the channel, and I will hang on, I'm just trying to read someone's comment. Love you, Peter, good job. Thank you very much, do appreciate it, thank you. And if you're a new subscriber to the channel, welcome. We're very, very grateful for you to be here on this Easter live. especially me. It's going to be a fun live today. I'm going to be on here for a while. So, you know, I hope, you know, there'll be stories I'm going to be telling, sharing what the channel is about with people, especially the new people that are joining the channel that don't know what the channel is about. I'm going to go through it step by step. I'm going to tell you about the high ace. For new people that don't know, I'm going to tell you about the high ace, what model it is, how I bought it, why I bought it, and stuff like that. So there'll be all that coming up as well in this live. Hang on, guys. I'm just going to pop in, pop out for a minute. Something's just come up. The super chat. I'm sorry I can't read names. Give you a shout out. The person that gave me $2. The $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it very much. We are back. I had to just go because of a video said it was loaded, and I have to go and monetize it. So then, if people watch the video, of course, we do get paid. So yes, I've just been to do that, and everything's good. If I do jump out again, don't worry, because it will tell me another video is ready to be monetized. Sometimes the channel monetizes the videos for me, and sometimes they don't. So I mean, sometimes I've got to go, oh man, hang on guys, another video needs monetizing. Hang on, I do apologise. I'm ready, so I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, we are ready to rock and roll. For people that don't know about the channel, that have just joined my channel and don't know what the channel is about, it's about me having ADHD and autism and starting a channel on YouTube called The Dream Team Adventures. As most of you lovely people know, I have got, and thank you for that super chat by the way, for Easter. Very, very grateful for you doing that. I'm very thankful for you for doing that. Thank you so much. Every bit does help me out. So thank you so much. It will go to more camera gear or stuff that we do need for the van. So thank you very much. Do appreciate everyone that does send the super chats. That is very, very grateful. And I am sorry it's me today and no one else helping me. No, there's no support workers today. I won't have any till Tuesday, which is a new girl. She's an Indian lady. She'll be coming to work with me. Her name is Veal. And yes, I will be shit stirring her about veal and breadcrumbs. Yes, the jokes will all be happening. And you'll see how she goes on videos and stuff like that. And we'll see if she'll be in the Dream Team or she'll just be a guest that will just do 2 shifts with me. Who knows? But yeah, there's a lot of people too. We're almost, guys, and I'd like to thank everyone for this too, almost up to 5,550 subscribers. You guys are knocking it out of the park. And I noticed the numbers have just gone up now, as I said yesterday in the live, since the Kookaburra man left. So I noticed the numbers have just been going up now, which is really, really, that's really, really good that the numbers have gone up. So there must have been a glitch in the Kookaburra man's area sort of thing with his YouTube thing, which was, it's no good for him, but I'm glad that my numbers are going up on my subscribers, which is good. So I was telling you about how the channel started. I run a TikTok channel, as people know, called The Dream Team Adventures, right? I started the TikTok channel over a year ago now, and I was, the TikTok channel was going great. Followers, we got over 4,870 followers, plus over 118,600 likes on our videos. So people do want to go and check that out. Go over to our TikTok channels, follow us over there too. You'll see me over there as well. I don't do as many lives over on the TikTok channel as I do here on my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel, I do more lives here because more people, you guys are more interactive over here. So I do more lives over here. I do apologise about me not reading some comments. I can read a little bit of comments. I am learning, as people would know, and I'll put this out there again. I am learning my reading. and I have done about 6 pages today. I know do the same pages, but what I do is if I get stuck on a word, then I'll go through the whole book again. Then I will get better and better. So I do apologise to the people that are waiting for me to read comments. I do apologise, but when a new girl comes on Tuesday, we will do another, of course we will do another live. You're going to get lives all week. I mean, I'll be on again tomorrow, Easter Monday. I will be on again tomorrow by myself. There'll be a solo live again tomorrow. I don't mind doing the solo lives. To tell you the truth, sometimes I don't mind doing the solo lives because I get to explain things to you when the support people are not here. I get to have talk to you. I cooked chicken yesterday night, which was really good. My father's still sick. He's in bed because, as you know, he had that fall the other day where he fell off or something and broke a drawer. And I know people are going to say, how the hell did he break a drawer, Big Pete? He fell off of the ladder, broke a bloody drawer, which I know I shouldn't laugh, but he fell off the ladder and broke a drawer. The floor was a bit greasy. Mum was doing the cutlery inside the drawer and that, and Dad decided to be a hero and decided to wash the grease off of the wall and that. And apparently what had happened, Mum had the drawer open, he slipped off of the ladder, hit himself from the drawer, and my father, being a big bloke, took the drawer out. Now I know everyone's going to say, and he hurt his knee and his chest and that, but he's in bed at the moment, he's resting. He was fine yesterday. He was, just a bit of a stiff leg, stuff like that. But he is on the mend. He is getting better, and that's why I decided to, I'm up here. I'm currently watching David, stuff like that. But I decided, well, I've got to do the Easter live, and I've decided, well, jump on. I'll do the Easter live, spend a bit of time with you guys, and explaining to you how the channel was going and why I started the YouTube channel. It's to reach people who've got ADHD and autism, and just to show people what I do in everyday life, my everyday life with my support workers, and of course to follow my journeys that I do in life. Sometimes I am an impulse buyer, so sometimes, yes, I do impulse buy things, which for me sometimes is no good, but sometimes you just can't help it and you do impulse buy, and I do stuff up a hell of a lot when I do impulse buying, but I enjoy doing it because I'm the type of bloke, as many of you probably know now, and all the videos that I put out and all the stuff that I put out, you will probably know. Many years ago, I had an 85 model Toyota Tarago van, which I was with the mechanic. We were starting to do bits and pieces on it, rebuilding this, doing that. And story goes, my mum had a fall. She broke her pelvis, and the story goes, we didn't think that Mum would be able to get into the van again. So I had to make a choice, a very hard choice, after spending X amount of money underneath the van, getting ball joints done, stuff like this done underneath. I had to make up my mind, to sadly say goodbye to the van. It was an 8-seater Toyota Tarago van, and I did very, very, very much loved that van. I had it for 12 years. I was getting it up to scratch where I wanted it, so I had to sell that. I bought a little Nissan Tita car to get my mum to the physio, stuff like that she had to go to. So we did buy a little car for her to get, point A to point B. We sold both our cars. We had a Daihatsu Charade 3-cylinder. Well, you call them Charade, they're a 3-cylinder car. So we sold that, and along with my van. I reckon the saddest thing was when I did sell the van, that I saw it, I had a look in the car yard where it was up for sale. and it was just sad to see that all the stickers that I put on the van, the KR took them off, and in 2 weeks it was sold. They gave me 1,000 traded, and they sold for 3,200. Because I spent X amount of money on it. I got it resprayed. I done a lot on it. So, that was sad. And, we had a teeter. Oh, thank you for the super chat again. Most appreciated. So we had a teeter. We sold the teeter after 2 or 3 years. It was too low for me. I was having trouble getting in and out of it. So we sold the teeter. And this is where the story really begins. I bought a 2013 demo model X-Trail called Nino with 620 kilometres on the clock. I had it for 12 years. I bought it down in Melbourne, where I used to live for 9 years. I've been living on the Gold Coast here for 9 years, plus 17 years before that. I've been living on the Gold Coast in Queensland area. So, a couple of months ago, it was about maybe 6 or 7 months ago, I was over this extra. I had it. I had to move on. And I had in my mind, as most people know the story, I had in my mind to buy a van. And many months before I bought the van, as you know, my friend Sophie, which was on the channel, which helped me start this YouTube channel rolling, I was talking to her about, I'll buy a Mitsubishi van and, blah, blah, blah. And it'd be my dream to do this with it, and put a couch, go here, go there, do some video and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, welcome. Happy Easter to you. I hope you are fine. Yeah, I'm just having a bit of talk today because I won't be answering many comments, only the hello ones, and especially the people that leave me the super chats. Do appreciate it. So anyway, I was talking about buying this van. We got to the time I put Nino up for sale because I was over it. I was, I had, because I suffer from ADHD and autism. Hello, Alex. How are you? Happy Easter, by the way, Alex. I'm just explaining to everyone about the story about how I bought the van for all the new subscribers. So I was over the X-Trail, right? I was getting so upset with myself and feeling really down, really depressed because I didn't want this car anymore. I was over it. So we put the X-Trail for sale, right? So the X-Trail was for sale. Oh, thank you, Alex. Thank you for the happy Easter. Thank you. Do appreciate it. So I put the X-Trail for sale. And my neighbour sold it. I only had about 2. She said, I'll keep it for 2 weeks. You find something? Okay. So I went down to my mechanic. I said to him, I'm buying a van. I'm looking at buying a Mitsubishi Express van. Mechanic said to me straight off the bat, do not buy one of those, Pete. They're nothing but trouble. You're going to have trouble getting... There's just trouble with the parts and stuff like that. And I asked him, what can you recommend me buying? He said to me, go and buy a Toyota Hiace. And you got the old grey matter thinking. I looked at Hiaces and I said, well, they're too much. So the story goes, I had a look at Hiaces. The Australian model ones, they were too much, right? So I went back to my mechanic and I said, well, look, I've been looking at Hiaces, they're too expensive, but I found on the internet, and this is true, I did find on the internet, I found on the internet a Japanese import dealer with the Toyota Hiaces. Are they any good, the petrol model? And he said, yes, they're very, very good van. They are Japanese import, but everything in them is, the motor is, a Japanese engine, which they are Japanese engines anyway. He said, no, they're a very, very reliable van. I told him I found one that's done 96,000 on the clock. He said, well, yes. He said, if it's a good price, buy it, bring it, I'll check it over. So, mission started, went to the car dealer. Oz Cars, I think it is, on the Gold Coast here. I went there, had a look. He had lots of vans, right? Most of them were diesel. I didn't like any diesel. My father doesn't believe in diesel vans, okay? So I went in and we talked to him. I said, well, look, we really want a petrol. Oh yes, have you got one? The man said to me, yes, well, I've got one, but it's Toyota Hiace 2013. He's done 96,000. Most of his vans had 120,000, 130. Some of them had 90 or 80,000 on the clock, but they were all diesel. 2.4, 2.6, something like that. So I said to him, okay, can you show me the picture? And he showed me the picture of this Toyota Hiace, which is Troy. And he showed me the picture of this Hiace and the price and all this. And we were talking to him, and that stage I had Janaea with me. She's got her own playlist, and people want to go and check Janaea over her playlist. She was a support worker that used to work with me. Apparently things didn't go too well with us. That's why Janaea left the Dream Team, but I still think of her as a good mate. I haven't heard from her for ages. She was there with me when I put the deposit down on the van. Anyway, this van wasn't there. We didn't see it. So I had to go back the next day to have a look at the van. And this other van rocks up with mag wheels, everything. Really beautiful van, right? And I think it doesn't look like the van that he showed me. Because the van that he showed me, was Troy, and he's got 2 sliding doors, as people know. So anyway, I had a look at this van. It wasn't it. So he said, can you come back on Friday? I'll definitely be here on Friday. I said, okay. And, me scratching my head automatically thought, well, hang on, there's something a bit fishy going on around here. How come it's coming on Friday when it should be here? They can't find it. Where is it? So, story begins. It rocks up on Friday. I still had the extra then. It was getting ready. It was sold. Lady was going to pay me the money for it. So I rock up, and Olivia's with me. Now you all know, most of you people that have been on my channel know who Olivia is, okay? So I rock up to the car yard with Olivia and my father, of course, because he pays the money. I gave him the money. He, looked after that side of it. So I rock up, and there's this great big white Toyota Hiace van looking at me. Both sliding doors open. So I'm scratching my head, and I went to the car dealer was waiting for me there, and I looked at him. I said, "Oh, is this the van in front of me here?" He said, "Yes, that is the van in front of you here." So I went, I checked it out. I got in it, and of course I looked at the engine to make sure the motor was okay. I tried to start it, but it had a flat battery, unfortunately, flat battery. We jump started it and went fine. Nothing to be alarmed about. So my father was looking at this other van, and I jumped out of the Hiace, of course, and he said to me, "What do you reckon about this one?" And I said, "No, this is the one I paid for. This is the one that I want." And of course, my father got upset and said, "Why do you want this bloody thing? It's like a bloody truck." So anyway, my father had not a bit of an argument with the man at the car yard. He said, "Please, give him this one because I don't know what I'm going to do with him." Because don't forget, my father too, sometimes he threatens me. How I like to get bigger tyres for the van eventually. He said to me yesterday night, this is no lie. He said to me, "Oh, one day I'm going to burn you in the van." And my father, I think he's got a screw loose in his head, because you don't say that to people. You don't say that to people. So, I totally ignored him when he said that to me yesterday, because I know he's going a bit senile in his head. But, he's got to realise I've got to do the things that I want to do. So, getting off of that topic, I had a look at this van, right? I couldn't pick it up till Tuesday because I had to go for the service and everything, right? So I went on Tuesday, I paid the money for the van, the rest of the money I owed. So anyway, I pick it up, the man puts it out the driveway for me, ready to go. Now, this is going to make a lot of people laugh. And I can see people starting to probably laugh already at what I'm going to say next. I went, put the van in drive, and it wouldn't go. It just made it like that. So I put it back in park. I tried the handbrake to put it down. I didn't know how they worked. So I was about to go in the car yard. Maddie was with me there at the time because she came with me to collect the van. She gave us a lift there. And I said to Maddie, I can't get the van to move. And Maddie says to me, well, why don't you release the handbrake, doofus, it might work. So anyway, I get in there, put it back in well, I was driving in third gear for 3 months. Didn't know that drive was over on this side. No one bothered to explain that to me. So I get in it, drive, put the handbrake, zoom, we take off like Jack Brabham. And then became the whole history of servicing. I started off doing, hang on, just going to have some water. Oh, I'm just going to have a bit of water before I finish the thing. Alright, I started off doing the transmission service. I got transmission service done, right? And then after that, the tyres I had on the van, the original tyres, they were too small. So I went to the tyre man and we got bigger tyres, but they were on the old rims. So I knew the van 6 months would have to have an oil filter, whatever it needed doing. So I went back, saved up a bit of money, in about, I think it was following year. That's what I saved up money. I think there was other repairs. I don't know if I done other repairs. Can't remember. Oh yeah, there was the couch, stuff like that, which took us longer. The first couch we put in. So anyway, I got some mag wheels put on it, as you guys know. Got that out of the way, and kept the tyres that I already purchased and put them on it. So I recently, this has been this year recently, had oil and filter change, and of course also done spark plugs, which were needed. That was that first bit of that service. And then my mechanic says, oh, this is the recommendation that I think you should do. And he says to me, oh, you got to your shockies are getting a bit squishy. I said, fine. So anyway, he charges me. It gives me a quote for 1,000 something for the shockies, right? So I got the engine mount done, which he had to do, the serpentine belt, and 2 ball joints, idle arm ball joints. We got them out of the way, control arm ball joints for the steering. We got those done, bolted the counts down for me. That was great. So anyway, the other week, I phoned up the tyre man that put my tyres on the van. And I said to him, well look, I would like to put shockies on the van. How much are you going to charge me for the shockies? He said, well, I can do you Monroe shockies, 4 of them, for the high ace, to make the ride very comfortable for you, for 990 with shackles as well. So I said I paid half the money already. I'm going on Wednesday to get them fitted, or Tuesday and get them fitted. I said to him, okay, good, let's do it. So we're going to get them done this week, and battery replacement if I can get one, a battery replacement for it, just for peace of mind for me, because I don't know how old the battery is in it. And if I do move out, I want to make sure the van's got a new battery in it. And yes, I am working on tyres too, guys. for bigger tyres. I am working on that, but step by step, we want to see how the shock is handled first and how they're wearing the tyres and that. But it is on the agenda. Believe me, it's if I had an extra 2 or 3 grand, believe me, I would be getting everything done at once. Unfortunately, on a pension, I've got to sort of budget, because I've got bills that come out for my phone, my insurance, stuff like that, and I've got to leave some money in the phone so those bills are paid too. So I have to be mindful of that as well. So that's why I'm doing things step by step. So yeah, I've spent a fortune on Troy so far, with a seat, with a nice leather couch and the carpet, with being the recent addition that we've done in the van. There is videos on everything I've done in the van if people do want to go and check it out, especially for the new people that have subscribed to the channel. You know, go and check all the videos out. They're really cool. I've had some real fun and real happy times with the Hi-Ace so far. I'm looking forward to having many years of fun adventuring in the Hi-Ace. As I said, most of the videos that you see these days are of the Hi-Ace, of Troy the Hi-Ace. We nicknamed him Troy. There is a sticker that's arrived at Maddie's place, but I won't be seeing Maddie till the following week. So when I do see Maddie the following week, I will get the she will bring the sticker, and when she brings the sticker, we will try and put it on. We'll go back to the tyre man and see if he can put it on for me. But it says Troy the Hi-Ace, because that's what it is. So that has arrived, but unfortunately, being a public holiday, like I said yesterday, Monday being a public holiday means that means that Maddie won't be here on the public holidays. So it does make it a bit hard for me to do all these sort of things. So yeah, unfortunately, this is what sort of happened. Really, it's sort of gone pear-shaped at the moment with the sticker situation. But we are working on, when it does come, we'll get that fitted, and some other little things that I'm thinking of doing, getting them checked over, like radiator hoses, stuff like that. Getting it all checked over and making sure that it will be safe and making sure that it will be all right for when I do move out. There's little jobs that need doing, and with you guys watching the videos, you help me out by watching videos and just being here on the channel and just having fun with what we do, which is great fun. It's always good to talk to you guys and tell these little stories, especially because I get new subscribers all the time that ask me, Pete, how's the Hi-Ace going? What are you doing on it this time? What's people know I use super glue. Now everyone knows I use super glue. For people that don't know, I do use super glue, but I have been promoted to the staple gun, but there's nothing else a staple. It's a leather couch. I'm not going to be putting no staples in that. I have been just putting carpet down, as people know, and just I'm going to put some mats down and make a cargo area this side here behind that seat, so people put like rubbish bags to take down the rubbish bin, they go on the mat, not on my new carpet. So I've got 2 mats that I've taken out the van, so I'm going to put the mats there, and it'll be like a walking area too when you walk in, so people don't dirty the carpet. So that's my plan of doing it to make it look, keep it really good. Because I tried to do the best I can by laying carpet. I'm not a carpet layer by any means, as most people know. Pete is not a carpet layer. He never has been, he never will be. But I just try to do the best I can with what I've got. It doesn't... Things I do don't always go to plan. There's stuff-ups that I do. There's funny things that we do, put in videos so people then say, oh gee, look at Pete, it's funny what he just done. I do try to show it all. I do try to show that having ADHD is no fun. It's no joking matter. It's something that some of us are born with, and with autism as well. It's, this means our brains work very, very fast, and I know that people are saying, well, why don't you go on medication, Big Pete? To slow yourself down and so you can be a bit more calmer and stuff like that. I have tried to take medication for my ADHD, but it seems to just zonk me out. And I have trouble walking because my knees get really, really, really sore. So no, it just changes my personality. It makes me feel very, very, doped out, and I don't really know what I'm doing, sort of thing. So yeah, I'd rather just be me the way I am. If I feel myself getting upset, well, I have a herbal tea or something like that. I don't usually get upset that often. It's only when people, just keep nagging me and nagging me and nagging me. Well, of course, then yeah, I do get a bit upset, because sometimes I do know my own mind. I know what I want to do, and I know what I have to do. Sometimes, it's very hard for me to just walk away from something. Hi, welcome. Are you a new subscriber to the channel? If you are, just say yes or no. And because I've got so many subscribers, and I just like to know who was new subscriber and who was an old subscriber on the channel. Just to keep the figure, because we're almost hitting. Alex, how many people have we got subscribed to the channel, if you don't mind me asking, my friend? I was very close yesterday to get 5,550. I was so close. If we can get to 5,000, if we can get up to 5,600, that would be a great achievement. If I could get that up to that for my Easter, that would be. I'd really appreciate if you guys could help me get up to the 5,600 mark for Easter. That would be really, really great. I know it's a big ask, and I know probably I'm asking too much, but my numbers seem to be going up on my subscribers for the channel, which is really good. And it's, of course, thanks to you guys. And I do want to do a big shout out for people that have left super chats for the Easter. Thank you very much. It means a hell of a lot to me that you guys care enough about me and love me to send super chats to my channel. I really do appreciate it, guys. It does show me a lot of love and a lot of respect, and I give you all my love and respect back to you. I am sorry that I don't read many comments. I do struggle with my reading and writing, which a lot of people do know this, but for new people that don't know, I do suffer from ADHD and autism, so it makes it very, very hard for me to read big comments, so I do apologise for that. When the support workers are here, they usually read the comments for me, and then they'll read the comments out to me, and I'll answer the questions. You can ask them questions as well. They're all up for that. Lots of the questions we get are really, really great questions, because people are getting to know us. They want to know what the channel is about, and I do have to do a video, but the trouble is with me doing a video explaining what the channel is about, it's going to go down and down the list, unfortunately, because we've got so many videos. Already we've got over 1,900 and something videos. And I know people are going to say, well, that's a hell of a lot, Pete. It is, because I was quite surprised that I got my watch time on the channel done in less than a year. I mean, we've been monetized nearly for 2 months already. Nearly 2 or 3 months already, and to get watch time to be monetized and stuff like that, it's just been unbelievable for me to get the watch time and stuff like that. It really has. And yes, I am grateful that I have been able to be monetized and start to make a little bit of money from my YouTube channel, which is really, really great. It does help me out a hell of a lot, making a bit extra money once a month. It gives me a bit of pocket money. I know people may think that sounds a bit silly, man of my age are, you know, saying, oh, pocket money. What I mean by pocket money, it helps me pay the fuel and stuff like that on the van. So it is very much appreciated when people do watch the videos and watch the ads. I know for a fact by watching, because I watch a lot of YouTube, as you know, and I know for a fact watching people's ads can bore the living, you know, what out of you. I understand that. But don't forget, being a YouTube content creator, by putting our videos out there and showing every day what we do and how we go about doing what we do, it does help our channel out, and it does get me more people that do follow me over on the TikTok end, and they come over here, which is really, really good for me to have you people over here and yeah, subscribing and liking it. It's really, really cool. I do very much appreciate you guys for being here and watching the videos, because I do try to put a bit of short videos out. I try to pick the best short videos that I can and put them on the shorts. I do try to do that so people will watch them and think, oh well, yeah, I'll go to the TikTok channel as well, check that out as well, because I believe that will be pretty good as well. So I do try to put some short videos out here as well, so you know what's on the YouTube, the TikTok channel as well. So then people join the TikTok, well, then they'll say, well, hang on, why don't we get some more people to help Peter out and join and subscribe to the YouTube channel? I mean, you guys can subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. It is free. There's no cost. We don't charge nothing for subscribers. I know a lot of people were saying to me, this was a month ago, 2 months ago now, why don't you start a Patreon? Trouble with me starting a Patreon channel, I don't feel comfortable with having people paying for the videos. I just want people to watch the videos that I put out, because I don't reckon they're good enough for me to be on a Patreon channel. I know most of you people will disagree on that and say, well, yeah, try a Patreon channel and see how you go. Before I start being on a pension, it makes it very hard for me to you know, start a Patreon channel. I am thinking about starting to do like stickers and that for the channel, the Dream Team stickers when I move out. I am thinking of doing that because my parents won't be around with me, and I am thinking of doing that. Just something for me to do. So I am thinking of doing that with the Dream Team's help. We're thinking of doing that in key rings. I don't know when. I just got to talk to the case manager, see what design we can come up with, and it's going to be a while down the track, but we are thinking of doing something like that. I would be very happy to do something like that, because it'll give me something else to do instead of doing, you know, I'll be doing the lives, of course. I'll be doing the lives every day like I'm doing. That will never stop, as well as posting videos every day. That will never stop, as well as being on the TikTok channel. Well, that will never stop either. So I'll still be doing all of that, but I thought, because lots of people have been asking me about stickers, and I'm thinking in my head of doing, you know, like little photograph things of the Dream Team. It could be like me and Maddie. You could have a picture of me and Maddie if you wanted, like a profile picture. You could have that on a photo sent to you. You could, you just pay us so much for a photo. It'd be probably framed or something, in a little frame. We could probably do stuff like that. It's something I'm thinking of doing. I have to talk to the people and see how we'd go about doing that. And that would just be like a hobby. It wouldn't be a business, it would be a hobby. It would be like a little hobby on the side, where people, can, purchase stuff like that and, do it on key rings. We'd have to see. I'd have to see how much, get a plan together. But it won't be till, a bit down the track. I will try and do it. How are you down under? It's a beautiful day down under. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? And happy Easter to you as well. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking you? It is a gorgeous day here on the Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. I think it's 24. I think it's currently getting to 24 degrees at the moment. It's our autumn. Then comes autumn, or is it spring? Summer. Autumn. Then it'll be of course winter. Winter here on the Gold Coast is not too bad. It's not. You can still walk around in shorts and stuff like that. But if you do go down to Melbourne and places like that, well, the weather down there is a lot more colder and a lot. It does go through your bones a hell of a lot more than what it does up here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's weather is beautiful. I've got to admit, I mean, I've got a ceiling fan on, and I'm in my tank top, as people know. When I do live, when the lady's not here, I do sit here in my tank top, and I do my live, because lots of people are probably wondering, yeah, Pete, yes, I do lives with my tank top and my, yeah, when I'm doing solo. But when the ladies are here, of course, I dress up, because I don't like to be thing. And today also, for people that don't know, Olivia's now going overseas today. She leaves on Sunday. Olivia, I'm sorry about not reading your comments, my friend. I struggle from ADHD and autism. It makes it very hard for me sometimes to read comments, so I do apologise. If you're wondering why I'm not reading your comments, I'm not trying to ignore you. When the ladies do come on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday this week, I'm sure the new lady will help me read the comments, and she'll probably run a live and some videos with me. If you want to see that, yeah, stick around and she'll help me read the comments. I do apologise for not reading your comments. It's okay. There you go. Now I read that little comment. There you go. So I am getting better at reading little comments. What's up? What's up? What's up? Everyone sort of likes that saying. What's up? Yeah, I got that saying from Jason Crocker. If anyone watches the Crocker Life, he sometimes says that, and he's another person you've got to take your hat off to. He suffers from ADHD as well. I don't know if he's got autism in him. He's married. He married his wife. He was married before, yeah, he married the nurse that he's with. They're expecting a baby, and they live on a property in America and that. And yes, I am a subscriber to that channel as well. He's got thousands, over 200,000 or more subscribers on his channel. So this channel to him, he probably wouldn't even think about our channel. But you know, I am trying to get people from America that have got YouTube channels to subscribe to our YouTube channel, so they can see what we do, and maybe some of their subscribers can come and subscribe to our channel, so we can make the channel really big and show people what I get up to, even if it's not what people want to see us doing every day. It's just to put it out there so people know, well, hang on, what's Pete up to today? I think this will be very interesting content for Pete to put this out there today. And believe me, we do sometimes put some good content out. Most of our content is just about me doing everyday, fun things, just having a joke, having a laugh. And yes, I have done a live once, which went for 4 hours. It was a 4-hour live where people were asking me my history about me and what I struggled with when I was younger with my ADHD. I did struggle with it when I was younger. It's only recently, over the couple of years, that I've recently been able to tell people about my ADHD. I'm not ashamed of it. I know people must think, are you ashamed of it? I'm not ashamed to have ADHD. I'm not ashamed of it. It's something I was born with, and my autism. I didn't ask to be born this way, but I'm just happy I can drive. I'm learning to read now, which is I know people are saying, well, how come you didn't read when you were younger? It wasn't because I wasn't taught how to read when I was younger. I was just a bit of a kid which was always joking around, didn't really pay attention in school, was just, I was just a clown. I just like to do jokes, practical jokes, stuff like that, and I sort of didn't really, I wasn't ready to sort of learn then. I took everything as a pinch of salt sort of thing, and I found out as I got older that you do need reading things to help you along. So yeah, I did really did struggle with my reading, but now I am getting better at it, and yeah, slowly but surely things now are coming, better and better and better for me, and I'm learning more. I'm getting better at my reading. I'm getting better at doing this. I'm getting better at a lot of things, which people don't realise. That some things are very hard to do, and some things are not very hard to do. But I am learning to do a lot of things, and enjoy doing it. I've got a lot of things here which I've got to sell because I'm moving out soon. So I've got big speakers here. I've got to sell. Got some DVDs I might be taking down to cash converters in the future, because I've got a whole pile of CDs and stuff like that, which I don't want to take them all with me, because I've just got so many of them. I never watch them, I never listen to them. They're just stuck in the drawer, and I've got, these days cars don't have CD players like they used to. They're all touch screen and stuff like that. So there's sort of really no need for me to have all these things. So I might be taking them down, and there's other stuff around here too that will probably go down as well. There's a lot of stuff for me to sort out. I'll be downsizing in my room that I will be having, so there will be a lot of stuff. There was talk. I was thinking out loud to myself, and this was a couple of weeks ago. I was laying in bed, and I usually wake up early sometimes. I wake up about 12:30 at night, and I process what I've got to do the next day and what the plans are and stuff like that. And I was thinking to myself, wouldn't it be really cool when I do shift out to get myself a waterbed? I've always wanted a waterbed. I know people are going to say, "I don't buy a waterbed, Big P. Not with your dogs. To scratch a hole and you'll be on the bloody floor." I've always wanted a waterbed. I don't know why. I know most people say, "Oh, waterbeds make you sick. You've got to be careful." My uncle had a waterbed down in Melbourne many years ago, and it's just something I've never had. And I would like to try and sleep in one for a night and just see how I go. I mean, I know it's no good when you've had a skinful of wine and you get in it, you will throw up. I know that for a fact. Even in a normal bed, your head starts spinning and you're sort of seeing stars and going around in circles, sort of thing. So I do want to. I'm thinking of getting one because I do like the sort of calmness of it. But I've got things to do on the hiatus first. I've got a couple of things to button up on it, and I'm sure then it will be okay. It'll be like everything will be like spot on, sort of thing. It's had a ton of work done to it. I don't call it work, as most people will say. Was it work that you done on the hiatus? I call it overdue maintenance from sitting around, parts of disc on, hard rubbers of disc. Because don't forget, that vehicle should really have at least, say with me, at least 200,000 on the clock by now, being a 2013 or 230. It's only nearly clicking over 100,000. Which is, I know hiatus, they go for 400, 500, some go for 600,000. That's only done, not even 100,000. I bought the 96, which I think for a 2-litre petrol motor is fairly, is quite good. So yeah, I'm more than happy with it. And it's funny the way the universe, you know, you go and you have a look at a van, and you're sitting in the van and you're thinking to yourself, I'm sure this van is a 2.4 litre, and of course the motor's right there next to you, and you're looking at it and you're thinking to yourself, it's a 2.4, 2.7, whatever they are, and you're looking at it, and you know, sensor told me, well, this motor looks a hell of a lot smaller. Why is this one like this? Why, when you open it, is the thing at the back where the motor is, you know, where you sit down and that, where the, you know, bit at the back is, why is it smaller than some a larger like that? They come out here, and this one only comes out here. I sort of realised it was only a 2 litre, but you know, and only when I went to the mechanic, they had an oil, they done the oil change, the car yard, but they didn't tighten the bolt for the, it's got a cartridge oil filter, and they sort of didn't tighten the bolt up. So I went to my mechanic, and he, you know, he quickly checked everything over just before we done the service. He checked everything over. That's when he said to me, oh, you've got to do the transmission service that's due. So we checked it over, and he says to me, gee, Pete, the what do you call it here is very, very, very low. Your the what do you call it, the thing, you've got to tighten it up. So we tightened it up, and I said to him, if you don't mind me asking, is it a 2.4 litre? He said, well, no. He said, that's only a 2 litre engine you got in it, which is great. Be great on fuel, which is true. Troy's very good on fuel. Since I've had everything adjusted, tightened up, he's great on fuel. He really is. We put like $50 for half a tank, and he'll go for 2 weeks. Cause we don't go, but I know when I probably will shift out to wherever I'm going to be shifting out. Of course, that's going to be a bit more for the week. It's going to be close to 100 a week, up and down. I know for a fact. So, you know, that's why everything I do make off of my YouTube channel will probably go towards that. And, you know, I've got to, of course, when I shift out, I'll be paying some rent probably, and you know, it's little things like that. We've got to go through the whole list and see where I'm going to be living and if it's suitable to me. Because as I said yesterday in the live I done yesterday, I've got most of the things over on this side of town. I really don't want to shift to another side of the other town where I'm quite happy in this area here, and I know where everything is, sort of thing. So, you know, it does make it a bit harder. And some of these houses too, you've got a supervisor there like 24 hours 7. And I don't know if I feel really comfortable with having someone there 24/7. I know it's, you know, for you, but it's, I don't want people just to say to me, oh, Pete, you know, you can't cook this, you know, it's, you know, we do all the cooking for you and stuff like that. And I've got to find out all about that before I commit to anything, because I am a pretty independent sort of person. I sort of don't like people to sort of interfere with me too much. I like to think for myself, sort of thing. Which, you know, as you know, in the times my father has done all the thinking for me, and it has been very, very, very hard for me because he doesn't really let me think for myself. He's always bossing me around and stuff like that. And sometimes I do have to think for myself because it's the only way that I'm going to learn to do things for myself, if that makes a lot of sense to people that are out there. I know a lot of you people that support the channel and you watch what I do. I know you do see me smiling, happy, but sometimes I've got things inside of me that are going on. I'm anxious, I want to get this done, I want to get that done, and you don't really see the anxiety that I have to get these things done. And yeah, sometimes I really want to go for it, but it makes it very hard with my father. You know, no, you don't need that. You don't want to. You know, sometimes you've got to make it your own mind in life. You know, what you want to do in life, what's comfortable for you, how you think this is going to work out. And you know, I've just got things I have to do in my life. And you know, my father's 88 years old. His life is, he's had his life so far. So I'm 53, 54. I hope I've got a long way to go. You know, and I want to enjoy my life while I can before I get too old not to enjoy my life. If that makes any sense to people that are out there, and you know, doing the YouTube channel, doing the TikTok channel, they were the two things on my list that I wanted to do, and so far doing the YouTube and the TikTok channel has been really, really good for me to do the YouTube and the TikTok channel. As I said, I'm more comfortable here doing lives than I am over on my TikTok channel. The reason being, here on YouTube I've got all the people that do join, they do say hello to me, especially Jen. I know Jen is probably busy at Easter doing what she's doing. I'm sure she'll probably jump in later on in the live, because we'll be on for a while, so that's fine. Jen, when you want to jump on, just jump on and say hello to us. We'll be here for a while, just spitting the breeze, as they say. It's an old Australian saying. And I do hope you like the videos of Sophie, the new Sophie that was working with me. She was very upset that she couldn't work with me this week. Another case manager has got her, snapped her up. She's not happy, but see, I'm going to put it out there. I know I shouldn't put it out there, but I'm going to put it out there. When I say I'm not going to put nothing out there, I shouldn't be. You usually get the gossip before anyone else gets the gossip. I do reckon it should be up to Sophie herself, if she wants to, if she really wants to work with someone that makes her happy, then, you know, she should say, well, I don't want to work with this client. I'm more than happy, and, you know, go to the big boss and explain to her, well, this is what's happening, and I'm sort of not happy working with this person. I'd rather work with Peter, because I get on with Peter and he makes me laugh. So yeah, I do have to talk to the case manager about it and see if we can use that to get her onto the team, because I know she's a good fit, and she's got her faults. I've got my faults, but she does look out for me, and she's a very nice person to work with. Always doing the poems and the sayings that she's got. And it's funny, we just done one shift, then we done another shift, and unfortunately she's working with another client already, but we are trying our best to get her out of it. Ideally, Paige was good. If we could get Paige on board, that would be fantastic, but to get Paige on board, that is really going to be really a miracle to get Paige on board. Paige would be the perfect fit on the dream team. She really would. I'd love to have her on board. She's such a kind person. She really sort of makes you laugh. But and she still follows me on TikTok. She's still a subscriber on the TikTok channel. I don't know if she's a subscriber on my YouTube channel. I know she's pretty busy, flat out, like, yeah, Maddie this long weekend, she's looking after people at a sealed house. And, you know, I did think that she was going to get in contact with me over to Easter and you know, say, oh, happy Easter, Big Pete. But she's doing what she's doing, you know, having a good time. I haven't seen Maddie since last week sometime. This week, unfortunately, being on Monday, I won't get to see her because she's it's a public holiday, and I don't get. Unfortunately, my budget doesn't stretch to me having public holidays, which is sad, because then that means I miss out on seeing Maddie for that week, which is pretty sad. Because Maddie and I do get on pretty good together. We laugh, we joke, we have fun. We really do get on pretty well together, and I do enjoy Maddie's company. I really do enjoy Maddie's company. She's such a cool person to work with. She really is such a cool person to work with. She's bubbly. She's bubbly and clever, and yeah, she makes me laugh. The things she comes up with, like, oh yeah, You know, so she'll go dropping something by accident, and she'll turn around and blame me for it. And I'll turn around and say, well, Maddie, I didn't do that, you done that. And she'll give you this great big smile, but she'll sit there and do the makeup like that. I don't know if you've seen her on the channel where she goes like that and she does the makeup sort of thing. And I keep shit stirring and saying, what is this, makeup class or something, is it, Maddie? Yeah, as I said, Maddie's been with me for nearly 9 or 10 months now. We've been working together. And yeah, I mean, I do miss Maddie when I don't see her, because we do act like an old married couple, like me and, well, what's her name, two are starting to do now. Me and Rubes are starting to be like the old sort of married couple routine, where we'll joke around and she'll, you know, tick me off for doing something I shouldn't do, or she'll say, Pete, you're not using that bloody suitable again. And I think it was Maddie that said to me the other day, I think it's on one of our videos, the carpet video, you know Pete's up to something when he's very quiet in the background. He's like a little naughty kid. You know he's got something planned in the background. And it's true, I had the super glue gun out. And Maddie said to me, don't tell me you're going to use that. And I said, well, that's right, I am. And yeah, it was me. Hey, there's Jen. G'day, Jen. Welcome to the live, and happy Easter, Jen. We're just talking about you. I said, where's Jen? Usually Jen's on, and Jen is on. I've been on for an hour, Jen. I'm going to stay on longer. Being an Easter, I want to talk to you guys and make sure that you're alright, Jen. It is Easter Sunday here, Jen, by the way. How did your Good Friday go? Did you have a good Friday? Geez, that was a mouthful to get that out, wasn't it? Jeez Louise. I hope you did have a good Friday, Jen. Yes. Oh, good. Don't forget, Jen, I will be doing another solo live tomorrow on my own, being Easter Monday, which will be your Easter Sunday. I will be jumping on and doing another solo live. Then on Tuesday, we've got a new lady starting. Her name's Phil. She's an Indian lady. She'll be doing 2 days a week with me, and we'll see how she gets on in the Dream Team. We're still working on Sophie to see if we can get her to come back. At the moment, she's working with another client. Another case manager has snapped her up, but I believe that Sophie's not very happy, you know, doing that. She's beating herself up about it. So I'm going to get my case manager to just see, well, if we can get Sophie here full time on a Wednesday. So we are planning to do that. So, you know, just, you know, what's his face? We're going to make it happen. I always try and make things happen the best I can. If I know someone wants to work with me, I try and make it happen. And if I reckon it's a good fit for the team, well, yes, we do try to get them in. Especially someone that like Sophie. It's fun to be with. She likes to joke. She's really a very sweet person. Everyone I know that I work with is a very sweet person and is very, very kind to me, considerate to me, always helps me out in things I need doing, and they never really judge me on what things that I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. I was a bit disappointed that the lady Kate couldn't work with me, that she's got a better job offer. Yeah, fair enough. I was looking forward to meeting her, and I hope she'd be on the Dream Team with us. But unfortunately, life has a funny way of chucking the curveball in it, sort of thing. And yeah, this is unfortunately what happened. But we have got this new lady starting. I've never met her before, so it's not like a buddy shift. It's just sort of see what happens. It would have been good if Maddie could have done the Tuesday, but maybe Maddie's got other clients and stuff like that. Usually Maddie used to do a Tuesday and Wednesday, but I think because she's taken over from Olivia's shift on Friday, we probably will not see Maddie this week at all, unfortunately. I'm hoping that the following week we will see Maddie. Yeah, I haven't seen her for a week, and usually Maddie and we have a great laugh together. She always ticks me off about something, and I'm always joking around with her. And she hates birds, as most people know on my channel. Maddie hates birds. You get a bird up to Maddie, and she'll run for the hills, and it's quite hilarious when you scare the shit out of Maddie. And I know a lot of people be saying, well, don't scare the living daylights out of her, because then Maddie won't come back, we won't see her. Maddie and I got a good working relationship. We work like the odd couple. We're like a married couple sort of thing. That we take things as a pinch of salt sort of thing. We laugh, we joke. We do have fun. We do like to have fun. And I think most of that is because Maddie has got a very, very good sense of humour. She doesn't let anything really get her down. If she's annoyed with something, she'll let you know. Don't worry about that. But all of the support people that do work with me, because I know a lot of people sometimes think, oh, they treat you okay. You're not being, they treat me fine. Support people treat me fine. I've got no complaints, no hiccups with them whatsoever. So yeah, I do appreciate what they do for me, and they do a great job the way they look out for me and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, I've got to end this live because I have to do some more neighbouring. I hope you enjoyed the live. Go back and watch it, please, if you wouldn't mind, and I will see you on the next live tomorrow.